Welcome back, guys, to my new video. So today what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be working on my engine harness for my RB. I wanted to go through the process of actually figuring out where the wires go, basically comparing the two wiring diagrams, the GTR wire diagram versus my S14 wire diagram. But the video would be several hours and I feel like it wouldn't be very entertaining. So what I think I'm gonna turn this video into is how to solder. So if y'all want to know how to solder, y'all stay tuned, and I will be showing y'all that procedure and how I do it. Cause just like I did, I looked up how to solder a long time ago to figure out how to solder. So I feel like there's a lot of people out there that would like to know how to solder. So this is how I do it. Alright guys, so it has been several hours later. I've been trying to figure out how these two relays go right here. I don't know if you can see them, but there's two relay plugs here, and so I was trying to figure out how all the wiring went, what went to what, and all that. So I finally figured it out. So now these two powers actually go connect together, and then it goes to the dash plug, which is to the ignition switch. And there goes my light, which would not stay up at all. But as you can see there, that's a lot better right there. That wire I'm putting on top of that solder, and then I'm gonna put some more solder on there. So what I did is I grabbed some flux and my pick here, grabbed a little bit of flux and put it around on the wire. And I'm gonna do that again because I just probably wiped it all off when I moved it. So had to switch the camera to manual mode, but I feel like okay, it's still a little hard to see, but as y'all can see there, I got some solder on there pretty good. That's not gonna go nowhere even if I pull on it here. If I pull on it, it's not going anywhere. So now what I'm gonna do, I had a really hard time trying to hold the wire onto the actual solder gun. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get some shrink wrap, put it over this. So I'll be right back. I have to go find me some scissors. But regardless, if y'all have never used shrink wrap, the marine type is actually my favorite. It has some type of glue on the inside to help it seal from any water, humidity, or whatever. So basically I'll slip it on there. And this ain't gonna be a perfect shrink wrap because there's two wires on this side, so it'll probably never actually seal 100%. But I feel like the marine type would be better than just the regular type. And just put some heat to it, which in reality, a heat gun would probably be a lot better. But as long as you keep moving, you won't burn it. Since this is a split wire, I like to get in between and just squeeze it together. So I feel like that helps seal the double-sided end better. Just be really careful because it is really hot. So let's see. So as you can see there, it's pretty clear. On this side here is where it's split into two wires. So that's where I actually said I put my nail in between and got it to seal. And then this side's a single wire. And I'm gonna see if y'all can see the glue on this. But if you really pay attention right in here, there's glue that actually melts off on the inside and comes out, and it helps give it a watertight seal. So that's why I prefer this this type of shrink wrap over just the regular type. So definitely recommend that. So this actually goes on pin 17 of the dash plug, which is right here. And Basically, this is where I'm talking about where this would be so time consuming if I was to record it all. I wish this light would stand up. I bought this light at Harbor Freight, and like the magnet pokes out further on the bottom than the actual base, so it's not very steady on even flat surfaces. It's good on metal, but anytime you try to put it on a flat surface, it just tips over. But besides that, it's a really good light. But anyways, I'm gonna do this, and I'll probably get back at y'all. So that should be plenty of flux. I lost the solder, guys. Oh, there it is. I knew it fell down. Alright, so what I like to do is I'll put solder on the tip of the gun, just a little bit, and then get it on here. And it does take a while for the wire to start absorbing it, but once it starts, you can tell there it's starting to melt. As y'all can tell, it's just feeding it like it's nothing now. See that? And the point of the flux is to help absorb the actual solder. Alright, so let's see if y'all can see that. I think I might go back and add some more, but I don't want to make this video several hours long. Alright, so as y'all can see there, it's got solder on there, and it's not gonna come apart anymore. See? So that's good. And I'm gonna go back and put a little bit more solder in here. I feel like I could use just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna put that shrink wrap. So I'll get back to y'all here in a little bit. Turn this off. Alright guys, so now I'm finally gonna wire two actual wires together. When you do two actual wires and there's no other openings, make sure you put the shrink wrap or shrink tubing or whatever you want to call it on before you actually solder, because once you solder it, you ain't taking it apart unless you cut it. So basically just twist the ends down so they interlock with each other. Same thing, put some flux on here. Don't need much at all, honestly. So if you put a lot, it actually like boils, and then you get a bunch of popping and splattering. And trust me, if it hits you, it burns. Keep other wires away, keep from burning them. As long as they don't hit the metal, you should be alright. And it literally takes a couple seconds to start melting. There it goes. So we hit it on the wire. And I also like to put solder down at the bottom. Once it starts going onto the wire, it actually conducts heat better, and it'll actually start melting a little quicker. So right there, you can tell. And it just boiled. You can see all the flux boiling. And just add some solder to it. And keep adding it until you feel it's nicely covered. And I dropped the light again. Trust me guys, that's getting annoying. But as you can tell there, that's a really nice soldered wire there. There y'all go. So you can see that. It's very nicely soldered, to be honest. And that's not going anywhere. Now we put that marine shrink tubing on there. Hit it with the lighter. Spin it around, make sure you get every side. On this one, you'll know it's good when the glue comes out the edges. It actually like squeezes the adhesive down and out. And as you can see, right at the very edge here, y'all can see it right there. And right there, you can see that glue where it's actually seeping out. So I don't even squeeze this one, I just do that. As long as I see that glue on all the way around it, I know it's 100% sealed. So there you go. To be honest, that's probably all y'all need to see. I could probably do this all day and make a 2-3 hour long video but I'm not, because it's not very entertaining. It's more of an educational video. Just anybody that wants to know some tips and tricks on soldering some wires together. I wanted to give y'all some, and honestly, I used to struggle a lot to solder, and you just gotta practice, and once you get used to it, it's like, once you get used to it, you're like, how could I not do this before? Like, it makes you kind of feel stupid, to be honest with you. But anyways, if y'all like this video, y'all make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button, and if y'all want to see more videos like this, hit that subscribe and hit the little bell so y'all get notified every time I post a new video. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Deuce.